Pete. That's everyone runs their business
their own way.
Yeah, that's not a good impersonation. That is an insult. I don't fart, mate. Mark, come say bye. Bye, Mark.
Keep it simple.
Wait up.
What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, and welcome to another episode of the NOOB Absolute Podcast. No one's live in the chat yet, so hopefully some people jump in. Before I get into it and bring in the best co-host there is in the business, if you guys are watching this for the first time, or if you're watching this and you enjoy this, make sure you check us out on Spotify as well. There's a link in the description to us on Spotify in case you don't have time to watch a 90-minute podcast on YouTube. You want to listen to us while you're on the way to work, or while you're having a shower, or while you're cooking dinner. Spotify, it's there. And also, there's also a YouTube playlist in the video description if you want to go back and, watch the previous episodes. How about that? Today's topic is a great one, I think, anyway. This is one I've been wanting to do for a little bit now, and I can't think of anyone better to join me than this guy right here. See, I'm talking really slow because I'm trying to find his intro.
Say hi, Mark. 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 Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark.
So I want to tell a story before we begin tonight, right? This is the difference between Mark and I. When I make content, I want to capture real reactions, which is why a lot of the times when I show up to film the NOOB at the shop, Mark will be like, what are we talking about today? I don't tell him. I'm like, I try my hardest not to tell him. In fact, I used to get there and try to just talk about anything else but what we're filming. And then I press record. He's like, what are we talking about? And I tell him on the spot. Because, that way I'm getting a real reaction from Mark. But Mark gets angry sometimes, and I have to tell him. He makes me tell him before we press record, right? So last night, I'm like, this is the idea. You're going to make a top 5 list of your top 5 femme fatales in cinema. And then he's like, yeah, cool. And then he starts sending me his list. No, that's right. Because I said to him, I got a feeling there'll be at least 2 characters that will be the same. So he starts sending me his 1, then his 2, then his 3. And I'm like, whoa, stop. I don't want to see them. Don't send them to me. And then he sends me his 4 and his 5. I'm like, what are you doing? Anyway, is your list any different than what you sent me last night?
No.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I reckon. Okay, cool. All right. Well, so how we're going to do this is I figured we'd reveal our list first, because no doubt we're going to have. So rather than discussing one character and then revealing the next and then discussing that, we'll reveal our list first, and then we'll go back to the start and then discuss the characters. So do you know the order of yours? Because we're counting backwards, right? From 5 to 1. Can you handle that?
Yes.
Okay. Did you write them down? Because I didn't. I've got mine in my head.
Yes.
You wrote them down.
I wrote
Very
them down.
Good. Prepared guy. I like it. All right.
That's the difference. That's the other difference between me and Simon.
Hey, normally I would write stuff down, but I just
normally, yeah,
I've got a note. I've got a note in here.
This is the man. Hang on. If you're going to have a go at me, I'm going to have a go at you. You don't even know the subject we're talking about, but you're still trying to think of it as you're driving to the NOOB.
That is true.
All right, to the NOOB 52. You're still thinking about it. So this is so back at you, buddy.
There's been a couple of times where we pressed record with no topic and we just created one on the spot. But those are those magical moments. They're some of the best episodes and the best conversations when they're unplanned. It's just like a movie is always better when you have no idea what it's about.
No, it's not.
Not all. If it's a good movie, and you had no, why don't you watch trailers, Mark? Huh? Why? Because you don't want to get. If you know nothing about a movie and it's a great movie, it's even better because you knew nothing about it.
Fair
anyway,
enough.
we're chewing up time. We're chewing up time, and Mark's got plenty to say, I'm sure. So, do you want me to go first or you with the number 5?
You go first. Go.
I already know Mark's list, so I feel like he went for very classics, and I definitely have a couple of classics, but it also got my number 5 is I think a little bit more outside of the box. As far as I don't think many people would have this character on their list.
All right, boss.
You ready? Number 5, Hit Girl.
Hit Girl.
Yeah.
Now, do you know the definition? Do you know the definition of a femme fatale, mate?
Okay, but also meant I know what you're trying to do here.
All right, you better backtrack, mate, because you're going down.
Badass women is what we're talking about, right?
No, that's not a femme fatale thing. Sorry, buddy, but I agree. She's a kick-ass. She's bad. But
I like what you did there.
I wouldn't go down that road, mate. Sorry.
All right.
She ain't a femme fatale.
All right. Give me your number 5. Because you know what? Femme fatale just is a good name in the title, right? I was thinking of more badass chicks in cinema, but femme fatale was the word I had to use for the title. I should have changed it. Now you made me feel weird, Mark.
Yes, because you are weird. # freak guy.
All right. Let's go. Your number 5.
All right, my number 5 is Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft.
So tame.
Yeah. Wasn't tame when I was younger. That's for sure. Mate, I watched that movie many a time.
It wasn't a good movie.
Very femme fatale.
Yes, but not very deadly is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Did you see the thumbnail? It says the deadliest women in cinema.
Very deadly. Sure, mate. She killed me a couple of times, believe me.
Very tame.
She had very 2 big guns that I really, really was scared of. They killed me all the time.
See this. I can already see a difference. Now. I can already see a difference in our list. You went a little more literal with the femme fatale. I went
because that's what the definition of femme fatale is, man.
But also remember when I said what I mean by that is like just badass bitches.
Yes. Yes, it's do you know what a definition of a femme fatale is, mate?
Yeah. If you because put it this way, if you Google femme fatale, none of the people that will come up on our list today will come up.
No,
none of them, because they go for that specific. They go for that. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I used it for the title, but I was thinking in a different sort of way, right? But I understand. But again, if you Google femme fatale, none of the people on our list will come up. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah,
they don't. They go with classic. They go with the classic. Like, you know who will come up? Someone like Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. Get out of here.
Correct. Yes. So, but yeah,
that's not what. That was not the angle that I'm looking for here. All right, yes, but that's fine.
No, I understand that. I understand.
Let's go. I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna have to change the title after this episode.
You can't change the title. Sorry. But,
all right.
But you know, the Sharon Stone character in Basic Instinct, she is a femme fatale, and because she kills you with her mind, she's psychologically bad, but also sexually alluring. Yes. That's what a femme fatale is, man. It's a sexual prowess or her feminine ways to lure you in, and then destroy you.
Yeah, I was thinking of it in a different way. But I get the literal meaning. I know what you mean, all right? Which is why I'm glad I'm gonna have to change it to my thumbnail title. My thumbnail title is much more. Let's have a look at that thumbnail one more time. I think the thumbnail title is what is the. Are
you trying to get ideas? Are you trying to get ideas for your next one?
No. What do you mean? I'm just saying, like this was more the angle that I was looking
Lara
at.
Croft. Lara Croft is right there.
Yeah, I know. She got a participation award.
Did you put?
She's very tame.
Is that the character from Prey? Did you put the girl from Prey in there?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
She took out a predator.
Dude.
She took out a predator.
Dude.
She's tough.
No, she didn't. The medicine did.
No, so
yes,
she outsmarted the predator.
No.
All right. Anyway,
the medicine took out the predator, not her.
All right. My next one, I think, is also on your list. My number 4 was Trinity.
Ah, yes. That's my number 4 too.
Oh, really? There you go. We matched. Yes. Oh, I got a feeling our number 1 and 2 are the same as well. But here's the thing: if you look at the list, apart from your let's just get to the bottom of it before we. If
you have any brains, you would have. If you got any brains.
If I've got any brains, what?
If you got any brains, you would have picked the smart stuff that I picked.
For 1 and 2, okay, yeah. Your number 3 is get out of here. Is again more in your literal term of femme fatale. I get, but very tame in the world of deadliness.
No, mate. What Trinity? Wait, so Trinity is?
I'm talking about your next one. No, Trinity's no. I'm not saying. I'm saying about your next one because I know what your next one is.
So explain to me what makes. So I explained why Lara Croft is a femme fatale.
Yeah, but
my choice. I explained my choice. Now explain.
And I've explained my angle. But I've explained my angle. I wasn't going for the literal sense that you are, which I get.
Yeah. So explain why you chose Trinity.
Because she's a badass bitch.
Oh, that's a great choice. Oh man, you're so insightful. Oh man, you're unbelievable, man. It's so good.
But she doesn't have that sexual allure that you're talking about with a lot of the characters.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Do you see the skin tight leather that she's wearing, or plastic outfits that she's wearing, one pieces, huh? And those sunglasses and riding those motorbikes. Are you serious? Get the hell out of here!
Not in the same way as you're going with your Angelina Jolie there. All right,
mate. I think I'm questioning your sexuality, dude.
Anyway, number 3. I'm gonna
have to talk to Sarah.
Number 3. I know what yours is.
Oh yeah, so I picked my number 3 is Catwoman.
Which one?
Well, the Michelle Pfeiffer one.
It's very tame.
Dude, are you serious? Dude. Man, come on.
This might have to be
she lures them in with her meows, like she did with Batman on the roof, like she did on the roof, and then she stabs him with the claws in his ribs, and then he throws her off the roof. Are you telling me that's not a femme fatale? That is the ultimate definition of the femme fatale, dude. I don't think you did any research, dude.
Well, that's why
you don't even know the definition.
I do know the definition, but that's why I kind of had the title was different than I used the word because it's a sexier word to use. All right. Do you agree there?
Action. You should have just said action female action stars.
Know. Well, that's technically what I meant. However, the word femme fatale just sounds better.
Mad Spidey knows. Mad Spidey knows.
I know.
You see that? Read it.
But again, which is also why when I sent the second part of the text, I sent you, okay, this is the list you make. But what I mean by that is badass women is what I meant. But I understand. Because again, like I said, if you type in top femme fatales, none of our lists will come up.
I know.
None of our people on our list.
You have to next time in your title, you put action movie women.
I'll change. But that's what my thumbnail title says. That's what my thumbnail title says. The cinema's most dangerous women is what it says there.
You didn't tell me that yesterday. That's not how you explained it. You said femme fatale.
All right. Well, we've got 2 separate lists here then, all right? I apologize for the confusion, but I've explained. Julie Newmar, Catwoman.
Correct. Very Catwomen. All the Catwomen are like that, except for the Catwoman movie no one talks about.
Okay, so for my number 3 of my cinema's most dangerous women list is The Bride from Kill Bill.
Of course, it's The Bride. I knew you were going to say that.
Very deadly.
Behind you.
Very deadly.
Oh, yeah, she's deadly, yeah. Yeah, she is. She's deadly. Yeah. Yep. Correct. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, Mad Spidey. You tell him.
This episode's terrible now. All right.
Tell him. So why? Give us a reason. Come on. We have to fill an hour here.
Because but see, that's what I'm saying. We're not going through the thing yet. We're just going through the list, and then we're going to discuss the characters, and we just discuss it as the characters are. Enough of your femme fatale bullshit.
Oh.
All right. My list is deadly women. His list is femme fatale. Well, okay. Well, explain your number 2 then, because your number 2 is the same as my number 2. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Okay. She was my number 2 as well.
Yep.
But see, she normally, again, she's not really considered on the list of femme fatales. She's on the list of action females.
The lists are wrong.
But see,
who doesn't like a chick who can handle guns and knives?
But if she's on your list, but if she is on your list, then it's no different than the people that are on my list. She's more on the more of my side of the list than she is on your side of the list, I would say.
Actually, same with your number 1. Can't say that. Hang on, you can't say that because people find that attractive. You know, a girl who can handle weaponry.
But she has none of that sexual. As far as the character goes, she's just straight up, oh, fuck your shit up, which is why she's on my list.
Yeah, but I'd trade places with Kyle Reese any day.
Yes. All right. So if you guys, who can guess if our number 2 was Sarah Connor, who can guess who our number 1 is? And I think our number 1 is a little bit more in your sense femme fatale than Sarah Connor to me is a badass deadly woman like my list, but I don't know if she fits your list if you're going straight out definition of femme fatale. Yeah, I know. We've discussed that already.
Yes, absolutely. Sharon Stone, absolutely. Even Catwoman, man, Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman, they're great femme fatale. So our number 1, you want a drum roll? Brr, brr. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Ripley.
Alan Ripley.
Yeah. Okay. So again, keeping in mind, if you look up femme fatale, most famous femme fatales, none of our lists would come. Maybe Catwoman. Maybe Catwoman might be on that.
Maybe.
List. But
I'm surprised you love Catwoman.
I'm surprised. I'm just listening to listen to my logic here, right? Because obviously I've explained the way I thought about it, and I understand that you went for the literal term, which is why I kind of went with the thumbnail title and also my second part of my message. What I'm saying to you is, if you're grilling me for this, Ripley and Sarah Connor will never show up on those lists. They will show up in the top female action hero list.
Just because just because the internet says these are the ones, it's not in stone, you know.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
They're not set in stone. Just because the internet hasn't got them on their lists doesn't mean we can't put them on our lists.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
And when you say to me, you went with the literal list, you make me feel ashamed, like I did something wrong.
No. It's fine, but I'm just explaining the angle that I went. Sorry?
You're list shaming.
I'm not list shaming. You're list shaming.
No, you are.
Ellen Ripley, that's right. All right. So let's backtrack. Okay. Ignore the confusion for a moment, all right? And let's just discuss. Let's just discuss the characters on the list, all right? Because my number 5 must have made you disgusted.
Remind me again, what was your number 5?
I went with Hit Girl, but again, I wasn't thinking any in the way that you were thinking.
Oh, yeah. You want me to repeat it?
Do you want me to repeat it? I was thinking of violent, dangerous women is what I was.
Do you want me to repeat it?
Because the movie, she's like, it's like super violent. Like all my characters that are on the list are super violent.
He says to me femme fatale, and then he puts on the thumbnail, he puts dangerous women, right, which is fine. But and then his number 5 was very pedophiliac. Hit girl, he picked Hit Girl. How can you pick Hit Girl? She's a girl.
Because I wasn't thinking in the same way you were thinking.
Oh,
this is terrible. This episode, I'm going to delete this episode as soon as we finish.
And look at Mad Spide. He said the bride is a revenge character. We're coming at you, mate, from all sides.
But is she not? Oh shit! Come on. One of the cinema's most dangerous women.
She's not even on there.
Yeah, I know, because I was trying to. Again, I was like, when I show you the thumbnail, you'll know what I mean by. I thought you would maybe understand the more the angle I was going for.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. I'm giving you.
I used the word femme fatale. I used the word femme fatale because it's a nicer sounding word. But I did mean action female character.
That's a good one, man, Spidey. I like that. I like that.
What do you say? I thought I was winging it. Huge. I did not wing it.
He didn't. He had it all prepared.
I just confused everyone with my double titles. Anyway, what was your number 5 again?
Lara Croft, man. Yeah, and my argument was she had 2 of the biggest guns in cinema. You know, Angelina Jolie's Lara Croft. She had
I just know if our team.
It was those guns. It was those guns that I loved. I love those guns. Right.
I just know that
with the guns that can do like that. Is always going to have my heart. Those guns.
I just know that if our teams fought, then my team would win.
I'm sorry, no.
Well, 3 of ours were the same.
Yeah, I know, but I have Lara Croft.
Very tame. Hit Girl would kill her.
I have Lara Croft. She has 2 big guns.
Yes, I know, but did you know? Oh man, this is killing me. All right. Let's discuss the people that were the same on our list. How about that?
So why you like this is Simon's. This is Simon. I say to him, why did you choose that character? Now tell me, Simon, why did you choose your character?
She's a badass bitch.
Because she kicks ass.
I didn't say kicks ass.
Because she kicks ass.
Yeah, because she's a badass bitch. This is my top 5 badass killers list.
Yeah, but what makes him different from any other badass chick from on the list? What makes him your top 5? That's the question.
I think because Trinity's like just very iconic. Same with like I think the top 2 are pretty much like Ripley's kind of like the original, right? You would say, as far as like that female. I mean, she's probably not the original, but like as far as like mainstream media goes, she's pretty.
She wouldn't be the original. No, of course not. There's
like there'd be something, but like she was a pioneer, you could say.
No, not really. There's many femme fatales from the 30s.
Well, sorry, mate. I wasn't around when you were around. So tell me some of the earlier ones, mate, in the black and white days.
Oh, you're a smart ass. Yeah, it's right. Just go there. All right. There's Betty Davis. There's Lauren Bacall. You know, well, you know, in your case, you probably pick Shirley Temple.
No, but but I'm thinking about but I'm talking about like, but again, like I'm talking about action female characters.
Oh, you make me. It's making me happy watching you squirm.
No, but tell me, like, who was an earlier action female character before Ripley?
Red Sonja, maybe. Bridget Nielsen's Red Sonja.
Was that before? Was that before?
I would say so. Maybe not before the first. No, maybe not before the first Alien. In the first Alien, Ellen Ripley wasn't really much of a femme fatale. She was just a scared little. She was scared and she survived. She was just a survivor. Whereas in Aliens, that character of Ellen Ripley took it to the next level. She, she became a badass.
That's right.
Wouldn't you agree?
A badass bitch.
Wouldn't you agree?
Because she'd lived through it. She was experienced the second time.
Yeah, and there's before
and
that.
It's the same as Sarah. That's the same as Sarah Connor, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, and also, like, there's Jackie Brown as well. You can put that in there. I know that's not old, but Pam Grier in the 70s played a lot of femme fatale characters in the blaxploitation sort of era, back in the 70s. So, it was so they've always been around, man. They've always been around, always. You could also, modern day ones would be, the Hunger Games, right? Hunger Games character. Can't remember Jennifer Lawrence's character. I can't remember the character's name. But yeah, so there's still around. They're still around, they'll always be around. Always.
Was the Red Sonja movie, was that before or after you know how no, I'm getting confused.
Yes.
Because Arnold
really?
Schwarzenegger was in Red Sonja. Arnie was in Red Sonja,
yes.
Wasn't he? But he wasn't Conan.
It wasn't Conan.
Okay.
He was supposed to be, but they wouldn't release they wouldn't really Katniss. That's right. Yes, it was Katniss. That's right. Yeah. So, he was supposed to be Conan, but they couldn't really get the name released. They couldn't get the rights to the name. So, but everyone knows it's Conan. Everyone knows.
What's his name in the actual movie? What do they change him to?
Calidor. That's his name, Calidor.
Katniss is a weird name.
Yes, it is a weird name. Did you ever see her interview that she did? That she came out and said that people were confused about her being the hero of the movie because no one's ever seen a female hero of a movie. Did you ever see that interview? She actually said that. Look it up. It's hilarious.
And what was the
she actually
response
said
to that? And what was the response?
Yeah, exactly. How do you respond to that?
Well, it was kind of like, so Avril Lavigne did an interview a long time ago because she was considered this, pop punk princess, and she compared herself to a modern day Sid Vicious, and I was like,
nah, mate.
I don't know if you're the same thing. No, Nicole Kidman into Die For was a great femme fatale. To Die For. Why can't I think of that movie? What is?
All right, people, stop Googling femme fatale on Google. All right, all these names are coming up from Google.
No, well, I figured eventually that people would start throwing in all these names, but I can't even remember. I know the title To Die For, but I can't think of what the film was.
It's there's a lot of femme fatales around. I mean, what about Vin Diesel's love interest in the Fast and Furious. What's her name? Michelle Rodriguez's character.
Yeah, she's actually a good. I almost put her on the thumbnail actually, because there's certain actors, as time went on, that would kind of regularly play action. And you know who's another good one actually? What's her name? Gina
Carano.
No. She was in Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh yeah.
What's her name? It's Gina, isn't
Gina
it?
Davis. Gina Davis.
Is that it? Yeah, she was pretty good in that movie.
Yeah, she was.
But
she was very good in that movie. Samuel Jackson was great in that film as well. He was just beating Samuel Jackson in that film. He was pure Samuel Jackson, man. He was so good in that film. You know who wrote that film? You know who directed that film and wrote it? The same guy who did Shane Black. So the same guy who did Lethal Weapon, who wrote Lethal Weapon.
Isn't he in Predator?
Iron Man 3. Hey?
Isn't he in Predator?
Shane Black. Is he
the guy in Predator?
Correct. Hey Billy.
Yes. What about some of the other, like, for example, you know, he was someone who I thought about, but I didn't watch enough of her movies to know any like she never played an iconic role, but you know the martial artist chick, Cynthia.
Who? Michelle Yeoh?
No, Mad Spidey on the. It's like Cynthia Rock something. She was like
from the 80s. She's from the 80s.
Yeah, but she never really played. I don't think she ever was in like a role. She was never in a movie that was in America.
Yeah, she couldn't break through in America, so she did, but she broke through in the Hong Kong cinema.
There you go. I always forget her name though. Dead Calm. Oh yeah, I remember Dead Calm. That was Nicole Kidman and Billy Zane.
Yeah. Cynthia. I know the one. Short blonde hair.
It's got Rock in it. I'm pretty sure. It's like I always forget if it's Rockwell or Rock something.
Alan Ripley was on the top of our list. We already discussed Alan Ripley.
Yeah. So
she's the number one. She's the number one. She's the number one bitch. She'll always be number one on my list. Always. And Angelina Jolie, because Tomb Raider had great guns. Right? She had those guns.
What about that? Yeah.
But funny enough, Alan Ripley in Aliens had the same love interest as Sarah Connor.
That is true.
Same actor. See?
They didn't really go anywhere with it though in Aliens.
No, because then Alien 3 came along.
But you know what I mean? Like, but they didn't really. They barely touched on it.
The studio decided, no, we don't want to make any more money from this franchise. We'll just do it our way. You know, don't worry what the people want. Stuff the people. We'll just do it. We'll just kill those characters off. How dare they fall in love? How dare they carry on that character?
But their relationship in Aliens was not like, you could kind of tell they were kind of trying, but it didn't really.
Yeah, it was admiration. It was a relationship through admiration, and duty and respect and so on. So it would have went somewhere maybe, but you know we'll never know, shall we? We never know. We'll never know. In my mind, they went off. Ripley and Hicks and Newt. They went off and had a life together. That's in my mind. That's what happened. And Alien 3 was all just a fever dream. It was just a hyperspace dream.
That's if Neil Blomkamp ever made his film, then yes, that's what we would have got.
Well, but they won't do that. There's no way they will do that. No way.
What about characters from like in the 80s? There was a massive like slasher flicks became a big thing.
Yep.
And the leads in that were always female.
Yeah, of course, because they were always screaming and running away from the guy with the knife. You can say Jamie Lee Curtis was one.
But see, those characters.
She had a different type of guns. She had different types of guns. Who else? Come on. Can you think of it? That's the only one I can think of.
Of what? From the horrors?
Yeah.
I can think of ones from later slasher films, like when there was the big revival in the late 90s. But,
and come on.
Well, you got fucking Neve Campbell and Jennifer Love Hewitt, but these ladies are far from deadly. Very tame.
Far from deadly.
Very tame. But would fall more into the femme fatale character list. I'm gonna have to change the title of this video to Femme Fatales and Badass Bitches.
Why don't you do Femme Fatale versus Badass? Why don't you do that? Okay?
Just
sticking away.
Like
His brain is sticking away.
And then when people watch it, they're like, man, this guy fucked up.
Yeah.
He fucked up.
Yep. You think so?
Well, okay. From now on, no more 2 titles, right? I literally only used the word because I figured it just sounded better.
So you wanted clickbait. So you admit you wanted clickbait.
Well, I mean... All right.
You wanted clickbait.
Dear.
Is that right? Tell me some of the so how many action figures have you got of Femme Fatales?
I mean, look, all the superhero ones, would you count them?
Yeah, well, I don't know. Would you? It doesn't care. It doesn't matter what I think. My list is one, and your list is another.
Well, we got 3 of the same people on there. So at least 3 people are on the wrong list. So at least 3 people are on the wrong list
for different reasons.
Because the original thumbnail was actually all superhero. I just grabbed a random picture. So the thumbnail, I ended up making the thumbnail, but like originally I just grabbed an image, and it was just the only one that was like a collage was like all super DC and Marvel actors, basically like Black Widow and Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn and things like that.
Yeah.
Do they count?
Harley Quinn, you reckon Harley Quinn counts? I mean, depends which Harley Quinn. I mean, if you look at the Harley Quinn from the Arkham video games, I'd say yes. She's quite sexy in those.
So yeah, I don't know. I just didn't. I know that's kind of part of the femme fatale word, but I just didn't. That wasn't the angle I was looking at.
And what about Poison Ivy? She's definitely got a sexual allure to her.
Yeah, that's part of it. Which is why, in the sense, I was like, Catwoman might fall into that classic femme fatale sort of list, but most of your other ones, I feel like, still play in that action hero list.
And if you look at the way Scarlett Johansson portrays the Black Widow in the Avengers film, the first Avengers film, that is spot on. The way when she's tied up in the beginning of the film, and she's acting all are you talking about me? Oh, I'm so innocent. What are you talking about? You know, like tied up, and she's sort of like giving off that sexual that sexuality. She's pushing it out there, and then all of a sudden she kicks their ass.
Well, who are you talking about?
Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow in the Avengers.
In the first Avengers, I can't remember it.
In the first Avengers, yeah.
Didn't she change her accent or something like that throughout the franchise, or something changed about
I wouldn't say throughout the character throughout the whole MCU, but in that scene in the Avengers when she's tied up on that chair in the beginning of the film, right? That I find very, very well done. That's a really good definition of a femme fatale.
Okay, you just lit a light bulb in my head because you said tied to a chair. What about the Charlie's Angel?
Hashtag bondage guy.
What about the Charlie's Angel movie? Like the modern one?
Oh yeah, God,
that was good, man. They were sick films.
Which one are you talking about? The modern one? There was one that came out probably about 5 years ago.
What?
It's not that one, right?
No, I'm talking about like Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, Lucy Liu.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that was Drew Barrymore in that, mate.
Wait, they did another Charlie's Angels?
Yes, there was.
When was that?
Yeah, with Kristen Stewart, and Charlie was a girl. They changed Charlie. Charlie was a girl. It was just full feminist. It was just a feminist movie, just like they did with Ghostbusters. It was horrible.
Thanks.
Because they just it was horrible.
Patrick Stewart was Bosley. Wait, there's a couple of Bosleys. Wow, yeah, I forgot about. I do remember now. As soon as you said Kristen Stewart, I do kind of remember the trailer, but I was like, But those Charlie's Angels films were great.
Absolutely.
And do you remember the scene? Do you remember the scene I'm talking about where Drew Barrymore's tied to the chair? She's just like,
that scene when Drew Barrymore's got the racing suit and she zips it down. Do you remember it?
No, I only remember the chair scene.
All you can think of is her tied to a chair. Oh man, hashtag bondage guy, bad.
Scarlet Witch changed her accent. Okay. I knew someone did. I don't remember all those MCU films.
Spider. Good one.
I don't remember all those MCU films. I watched most of them once. Like when I first got into comic books, I was like, I should probably watch all these movies, and I hadn't seen most. I'd seen some. I'd seen Iron Man and stuff, but yeah, most of the MCU I watched when I got into comics.
Oh, Simon.
I'm trying to just think of like actors who really became that type of actor, like Mila Jovovich in the Resident Evil films. Even Charlize Theron is a bit of an action. Like she played a lot of action roles, right? She did Aeon Flux.
Yeah, I think Angelina Jolie did.
Yeah, she was definitely. Yeah, she definitely became. Yeah. I haven't watched a lot of her films. Like I haven't seen.
Salt was awesome. Have you seen Salt?
I haven't seen that. No, I haven't seen Salt a lot of her films.
Yeah, and what was the one she did with Brad Pitt?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Oh, they were great. No, she was great in that. She was awesome.
You know what I really want to rewatch? Actually, Wanted. She was in Wanted.
Yes, that's right. She was in Wanted. That's right. Correct.
I remember really liking it. I don't remember anything about it except for they can bend bullets.
And you know what else she's good at? And she plays that part as a femme fatale is the car movie, the car with Nicolas Cage.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds. That's it. She's really good in that. She's got dreadlocks, man, in that film. It's bloody awesome. Blonde dreadlocks. It's great.
That was a movie I used to watch a lot. I used to love Gone in 60 Seconds. But like, you know how there's some movies where like, because the end chase scene is epic. You know, there's some of those. You electrocuted.
Okay, let's go.
Oh yeah, I know what you. That was one of those movies that had like that scene where you would just constantly rewatch over and over and over again.
Oh yeah, God, man, I used to do that all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah,
you know what? Sorry,
we don't do that anymore. Is it because the movies aren't as good, or is it because we're older now? We don't need to.
I still do it with movies that I like. I still watch that shit.
But like, are there any of those movies modern?
No, I mean
exactly.
Probably the. I could probably watch. the Iron Man movies or Thor or Captain America, Civil War, like that scene where they fight in the airport. But how many times have you seen that scene? How many times have you seen that the Arnold Schwarzenegger from Commando when he goes to the island and he blows up the whole the end scene? That at the end when he gets all geared up and he blows up he's blowing up all the barracks and he's invading the island where his daughter's kept. The third act, the third act.
I remember flashes from that. I remember when the chick shoots the bazooka backwards. Oh, man, it's been ages since I watched that, mate. And no, that's what I'm asking
you. What movie did you watch over and over again? Once that scene, that movie, that one movie.
Rambo, the start of Rambo 3.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what scene I'm talking about?
No.
The stick fight.
The stick fight, of course. Yeah, that's actually a good scene. The stick fight. He looks good in that.
Here's another one. Here's another one I used to watch over and over. The first 20 minutes of Back to the Future 2.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. When he goes to his alternate reality, and Biff is a millionaire.
The future scene. That's another one for sure. The Matrix lobby scene.
Yeah, the lobby scene. Oh, absolutely.
Dude. And in Matrix Reloaded, when he fights in that, I don't know if it's in a mansion or something, like they're in that place with the stairs.
In the second one. In the second film.
Dude,
in the second film.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I used to watch that.
Crazy.
Matrix,
absolutely.
Matrix is what kind of rekindled my love of martial art films, strangely enough.
Oh, your door's opening.
Must be a ghost.
Oh, your cat.
Yeah.
Your cat. Watch your cat. Do you remember that I used to watch when Fellowship of the Ring came out, and I got it on DVD before the Blu-ray. I remember watching over and over that scene when they're in the dwarven halls in the underground, and the scene with the Balrog.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite scene.
Yeah. Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings. Oh wait, no, sorry. I have seen the first one. I don't remember it because I didn't like it.
I swear, if you were next to me right now, I'd slap you across the back of the head.
I predict that one day, Mark. I'll be.
Yes, and I guarantee when you do watch it, right, you will be not even 5 minutes, and you'll be on your phone checking messages or emails or something. I'll guarantee it. First 5 minutes.
Is it because it's boring?
That's your attention span.
No, that's not true. I normally don't like. That's Sarah's attention span. She cannot. I don't even bother trying to watch movies with her anymore because I'll try to show her like a classic movie, and then there'll be a classic scene, and you look over at her, and she's just flicking on TikTok. I'm like, this is classic cinema right here.
I remember watching that, and I remember watching that scene and that scene when they're sitting when they're at the the Alvin city, and they're all sitting around the ring, and they all stand up and they're arguing, and then they decide to go the other night, and the scene where they make the fellowship. I love that scene. It's very, very good. The Terminator in Terminator. I love watching that. The cop shop scene when he just rips through the cop shop in the first Terminator.
I was more of a Terminator 2 watching over and over guy.
There's heaps of Terminator 2 scenes. Shit, man. Like, the when he goes to Cybernet or Cyberdyne, and with Miles Dyson, just the whole movie is great. The motorbike and car and truck chase, like, so good. there's so many they're iconic films, man, and they just don't make them. They don't make them like that anymore. There's no iconic film that I want to go back and watch over and over again. I think I went to see last weekend. I went to see Avatar,
the new one.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah, I kind of liked it. I loved it.
I didn't.
I thought it was really good.
Because at the time when how old's the first one now? The first one's quite old now.
2009.
So it's not like I didn't like it, but it just dragged on, and like I felt like I watched 3 movies and only I don't know.
I loved it. The first one really. First one.
I reckon if I
me away.
rewatched it, I might enjoy it more. I think just because,
yeah. The second one was like there was a massive time jump. Like in the beginning, it was like a massive montage of you know what a montage is. You know, the shortest way to make a long time. You know, that's how you explain it, right? So you put a montage in to expand the distance of time in a movie, right? So there's a massive time jump in the beginning of the second film, and then I feel like the third film, it sort of continued from the second film, like it really picks up on where it left off, pretty much. And I think it was like a continuation of the second film. I think the title was wrong. The title should have been part 2 of the second film, but it was still a great film. The special effects, man, like it was just amazing. Like in some parts, it looked like a video game. Like it was so clean. The CGI, it was just very, very clean. The dialogue is awesome. It's really well written. The characters are really fleshed out, you know, and progress as well. The progression of characters is really good. You know, there's not much that the characters do that are out of character. It's really good. I thought and everyone's banging on. Everyone's like the reviews, you know, rinse and repeat, same as, but you can't complain about that because I find that's when you complain about rinse and repeat, it's a formula and that formula works. So why would you change it? To me, it's not a rinse and repeat because it's not exactly the same. The characters move. Tell me. Yes, Simon.
How come you don't think that way about comic books? Because in comic books, you're dying for something new.
No, I don't. No, I'm not.
Yes, you do. This is Mark with comic books. No, this is Mark with comic books. Yeah.
I disagree. If I was dying for something new, I would have picked up Absolute Batman and Absolute Superman.
What I'm getting at is a lot of the times in comic books, a lot of the stories that have come out in the short time that I've been to comic books, that the majority disliked, you liked, and your reasoning for liking it was because it was different. It was new. You're like, I don't want to read the same Superman story over and over again.
Yeah, and that's fine. Yeah,
and
that's correct.
Formula? Isn't that the same?
Yeah, I don't want rinse and repeat. But the thing is, he uses the same formula, but it's a different type of story. And people are not saying that. People are not bagging it because everyone's saying it's a really well. It looks good. You know, the dialogue is great, but it's like a rinse and repeat. I disagree. It's not a rinse and repeat. It's absolutely not. I mean,
I understand what you mean. Like how I mentioned that, like a lot of movies use the Terminator formula. Like, there's good, there's bad, and they're both after the same person.
but also it's the hero's journey as well. You know, and so it's like the Superman film, right? What are they calling it now? Superman's James Gunn, because that's what it's become. The thing is that film, they know they expected big money out of that film, but you were never going to get big money out of that film because they knew the formula. They knew what they needed to make that big money. They know what to do. They know exactly what people want. They know what was going to make people go watch it over and over and over again, right? How do you think the Avengers made so much money, right? Infinity War, because people went to rewatch it over and over and over again because there was a formula and that formula worked. Why would you open a Superman film the first scene you have is him getting his ass kicked, right? And then getting saved by a dog. And then once he gets healed up, he goes back, gets his ass kicked a bit more. So I just don't understand. That movie just dumbfounded me. And for them to think that it was going to make $1 million, you know, over $1 billion is astounding. But that's what I mean. Like, they know the formula. They just don't. They just don't want to do it. I don't think they're in the business of making money anymore. New movies these days, and that's why movies are not iconic anymore. They're not those type of iconic films anymore.
Fury Road is a fairly modern film, which is pretty damn good.
Yeah,
and how can you watch the Fury Road chase scene over and over when it's the whole film?
Correct.
The whole film. That's how someone sold it to me. They're like, the whole movie's like one big chase scene. Yeah. And I watched it, like, it really was. And it was really, because of that, it was kind of really well paced. Like, it was able to make the story travel really quickly because the entire time you're on this race.
How could you not like a guy playing a guitar that fire came out of it?
That was pretty.
You know what I mean? Like, how could you not like that? He definitely, it was definitely awesome. Like, it was just, and the practical effects in that, the cars that they built, and that chase scene was amazing. It was like watching The Road Warrior, right, with a Hollywood budget, because that's what basically I looked at it like. It's how he really wanted to make the Road Warrior, you know, with the chase scene in that movie, like, because that had a really great chase scene as well.
Just back to our topic. Did you watch Furiosa?
No.
Yeah, I don't know if I liked it. Yeah, I did. I saw it at the cinemas.
Yeah. I heard that Chris Hemsworth stole the show.
Yeah, he was good, but I don't know. The movie itself, I don't know. I wanted to like it, and I just most movies.
Do you really want to see a Furiosa film? Did you really want to see a Furiosa film?
I don't know.
Would you rather a Mad Max film?
Well, it's funny because there's a character in it, and I'm like, wait, is that that he dresses just like Mad Max? Pretty sure that was Furiosa.
What would you have rather? What would you have rather? But if you had a choice, if someone said, "What do you want to see, a Furiosa film or a Mad Max film?" What would you have chosen?
Mad Max.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Unless I was preparing for this podcast, and I'd say Furiosa.
Yeah, good one. Good one. You know, so, you know, it seems like now there's a definition where you got femme fatale, you got action, you got a female action star, and now you've got the Mary Sue, you've got the girl boss, like, you know, so which it's evolved. That's what I'm saying. The femme fatale has evolved now.
Girl boss, that's a good one. That's a good topic. Top 5 girl bosses.
Oh, there's plenty, man.
Let me know. Let me know. Well, you know who the first one to come to my head was? I don't know the name of the character, but in Dread. She's a female boss who's pretty bad. But
girl. But you know, again, do you know what the definition of a girl boss is?
Tell me.
So my first girl boss comes to mind is Rey from Star Wars.
Oh, you love Rey Skywalker.
Oh yeah, I love Rey Palpatine. I love Rey Palpatine. She's awesome. Yeah, you know, she's how long did you know she I reckon if Empire Strikes Back, if Luke just would have picked up that lightsaber, he wouldn't have to go see Yoda. He would have been king Jedi by the end of that film, and he would have destroyed Darth Vader and the Emperor just with a look.
So you're saying a girl boss is just like a badass bitch, right? Like, isn't my list?
No, girl bosses. It's called, and they've got, you know, they know it all. That's the definition of a girl boss. They know it all without any training. They take no responsibility for their actions. They're just the best at everything. You know, it's like you know. So you think of other girl bosses that are like that. Ray is the king of that. Ray Palpatine is the king shit of that. So that's how it's evolved. Like the femme fatale, the action movie star. Because femme fatale was termed probably in the 30s and 40s, right? Back when I was a young man.
40s,
right? In ancient days. That's when it was termed. That's when it was termed, right? And then you got the 80s action star, and now we've got the girl boss,
which are pretty much like superheroes, right?
Well, Carol Danvers is a girl boss because she can do no wrong. She is not held accountable to anything. There's plenty, mate. There's plenty, and this is just like all the other terms like femme fatale and 80s action star, badass, kick-ass, whatever you like to call them. All these terms are just deemed by Hollywood. So it's funny how Hollywood has shaped our society for a long time, and now it's funny how people are rejecting what Hollywood is spinning out. It's strange, it's strange. Like it's strange not seeing your friends, and like I remember when I started my business, when I first opened the shop, my customers would come in and we would talk about. Yes, that's exactly right. And so all we would talk about was the next Marvel film. Like, what do you reckon is going to happen? What do you think? What do you think we'll do? What do you think they'll do? God, do you see this? Are you going to go and watch this movie? Are you going to go watch that movie? When are you going to go and watch it? That's all we could talk about. It was great. And now we just talk about how crap they are. That's one example.
That is true. That's all you guys talk about is how crap things are.
It's true, but it's not only Marvel films. It's moved into all pop culture films. I mean, I don't think I have not one thing nice to say about Alien Earth. Not one thing. Nothing. That franchise is dead now. But they'll keep carrying it on because they've got a girl boss in there. And she can do no wrong. She can talk to aliens, dude.
Yeah.
Not even Ripley could do that.
She's not a human.
I can give you many examples, man. But I'm just hoping for the day that movies are well written now, but they're not. Movies are not written well. They're not written written with any knowledge. All the writers these days are stuck on TikTok and Instagram and X, and that's how they write their lives.
All right. Well, you know what? Since we haven't discussed it anywhere else, right, and we've only got maybe 27 minutes left, Tommy, your thoughts on Predator Badlands? I'm dying to know. I'm dying to know.
Well, you summed it up really well, right? The first, is it 20 minutes, 30 minutes? It's a Predator film. First 30 minutes. And then after that, it just gets Disneyfied. That's...
Yeah, but see, I don't think I think it was still good. I wish it would have been really, really cool, and it's just unheard of. Like, they'll never do this. But in the first 15 minutes, in the intro, the first act, I almost believed that they were going to give us a movie where there was no English. I almost believed it. No way. As if they could. So it made no sense and again, I liked it. I actually really enjoyed the film. But I'm just nitpicking here because I'm talking to you.
So what was it that you liked about it first? Tell us what you liked about it first. Start on the positive.
Well, I love that it was a story where the Predator was the antagonist. The protagonist. That's never been done. I love that it showed us a lot of things we'd never seen We'd never seen the Predator's world to this extent, apart from that animation, I guess. We'd never seen the communication to this extent. And just, you got a real sense of how their Predator
family structure.
Yeah, that's like, that's all. I'm sure you've read all that stuff in comic books before, but we've never seen it on film.
No, I've never seen it in comic books. Never seen it in comics.
I was really, I thought it would be sick if it was strictly about predators and humans were barely in it. And it wasn't, they didn't do too bad a job of that. The first thing, so the first point of the film where I was like, okay, do I want this in my Predator film? As soon as what was the female synth's name? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
Elle Fanning is the actress, I think. Anyway, as soon as she appears in it and she starts talking, I was like, oh no.
It just takes you out of the film, doesn't it? It just takes you out of the film.
I thought to myself, well, hang on a sec. Do I want this comedic relief in my... Because we went from this real serious kind of Predator world to this. And then what I didn't like was how she, how she did the thing. She's like, oh, she could talk Yachian. That's cool. That was really cool that she could speak Yacha, right? But then she did that thing where she's like, I'm going to turn this mode on so people just hear what they understand, which is kind of fourth wall breaking in a sense, right? But it made no sense for her to do that because it was really just for the audience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was fourth wall breaking, which again, I was like, I don't know if I want that.
I don't know. I thought it was poorly written. I thought it had no. I think the story had no structure. Really, it would have been. How much better would have been if like him and his brother went on instead of the android, or just he went to hunt this beast, and then in the end the beast ends up joining him. Like,
yeah, it's very Disney.
It made no sense. It made no sense.
You know what? But I liked how they did it. Like it felt classic when the mother comes up and can sniff the scent because it's because the baby spat on him. I don't know, that felt kind of classic to me. I liked it.
Made no sense. And the mask, like at the end, he gets this mask. That was horrific. That was like you tell me you didn't want, like at the end you wanted, he passes his test, he goes back to his father and they give him all the gear. And there that's your start of your franchise. I just thought it was just, I think it was just neat. There wasn't a Predator film, man. So, and again, they know the formula. Again, they know the formula.
Apparently the original script was supposed to be, instead of having the synth being with him, it was supposed to be the Naru from Prey, which I'm sure you would have loved even more.
Shocker. Boss Boys. What about Boss Boys? Yeah, of course they're around. But you got to understand that they don't know everything. That was back in the 80s. John Matrix. But they give him the background. He was a commando. In a secret military operation, so he knew what he was doing. Same with Chuck Norris. He was in the military when he was missing in action. Same with John Rambo. He had all these. Whereas Ray, let me go back to Ray just to go back to the Boss Boy, Ray and Boss Girls. Ray was living on a desert, but didn't even know who her parents was, and she knew how to fix the Millennium Falcon. She didn't even know what ship it was, but she fixed it before the guy who actually owned it for 50, 100 years, right? The Millennium Falcon, and he couldn't even fix this. And Chewbacca couldn't even fix it. After all the times they fixed it, she comes along and fixes it for them.
Some people are naturals.
Yeah. She didn't even know what it was.
Some people are naturals.
Oh, yeah, she was a scavenger. You didn't see her tinkering around, fixing things, inventing stuff. At least Anakin had that in the prequel. He was a tinkerer. He made stuff. He built a robot, man. He built C-3PO. At least he had some sort of knowledge. What was Ray doing? Nothing. That movie was bad.
the next episode we do has to be just like one that just gets Mark fired up. We need to just like,
mate, all you got to do is talk about Man of Steel, the
Man
Star
of
Wars
Steel,
trilogy, the trilogy of Star Wars.
Trilogy, Aliens. We should just do that for the next one. Just let you go. I'll get all the content out of it. I'll make 100 clips out of you just going off at what you don't like, and then we'll do an episode. What do you like, Mark?
So getting back to like Predator, right? So if you look at Predator 1, right, with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and if you look at Predator 2 with Danny Glover, right, same formula,
no,
different setting, right, different outcomes.
It's
right?
not a formula though. That one.
It is.
It's not.
I'm just saying, there's a basic formula. They were hunted, right, in different locations. But it was the same outcome, should I say? But it's still a different film because it's got different characters. Different setting.
People watching right now, I want people watching right now who are at least of our age, I guess. Tell me, is Predator 2 a good film? Because I don't believe it is. I think it's. I think it's slow.
How could you say it's a bad film with Bill Paxton in it?
I think the only reason people like Predator 2 is because of how it ends.
Nah, I love Predator 2, man.
I think it's slow.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
It's slow. It's nowhere near the level of the first one.
I'm not saying it is.
It's not even in my top 3. And that's saying something.
It's not even in your top...
saying something because there's only 3 good films.
It's not even a top 3.
You should.
What, top 3 of Predator films?
No, it's not. I don't know. I don't think it's the best. It's better than a lot of the crap that came afterwards, sure. But
I'm not saying it's the best. I'm saying
it's number 2. It's number 2 for you.
It's what number? Yeah, it is number 2 of the Predator films. Yeah, you see that?
I think I much prefer Predators, and I also much prefer Prey.
Oh, you disgust me. You're a shocker. You are an absolute shocker, buddy. Absolute shocker. Prey was just. I didn't hate it, but I it's not my favorite, obviously.
It was definitely, they hadn't done anything like that for a long time with the Predator. I mean, if you coming, oh wait, no, was the Predator before? I think the Predator was before that, right, mate? When you're coming off that garbage,
I can't remember, but I think so. But yeah, but there you go. She's a girl boss.
She doesn't know it all in it. She has to learn from her brother.
She didn't learn from her brother. Are you serious?
Yeah, her brother her brother who was a boss boy.
Her brother was a hunter and a tracker. Where did she learn her shit from?
From him.
She just went out and did it.
It's his wisdom.
Nah, man. Nah. The Predator. She couldn't even defeat a bear. She's going to defeat a Predator.
It's a slow progression, all right. She would have died if it was against a Predator at the start. She had to learn.
She didn't defeat the Predator. The medicine did.
No, she
hid from the Predator.
She set up a fucking trap.
Yeah, I know. Schwarzenegger did too.
Now, so you still haven't watched the Predator animation, have you?
No.
But do you know what happens?
I know what happens though.
Okay. What do you think of that idea? Spoiler alert for anyone watching.
I think it's just fan service. I like the idea, but it's not going to go anywhere.
It would never work. Not in a live action anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what's even funnier? The dystopian future of 97. Oh, well, that is actually pretty funny. But you know, in Demolition Man, what year did they go to in Demolition Man where fucking shit's whack? It's only like 2012 or some shit. Like, it's something crazy. It's not that far in the future. I mean, like, we've well past it.
What was the year of Blade Runner?
Let's see if someone can beat Mark Googling it.
"2019."
Wow, really?
Yep.
That's crazy. And we're not even close to flying cars.
Not even close, my friend. Los Angeles, 2019. So there you go. We're not even close to robots. We're just touching on AI now.
But so, AI could make everything like move a lot quicker now that we've got AI. Like they might just say, "Hey, how do we make flying cars?" And AI is like, "Well, like this, dickhead."
Well, Back to the Future 2 had flying cars.
Yeah, and what was that? That was years ago. That was years ago. It was like 2018 or something like that, wasn't it? It was ages ago.
Oh man!
But didn't a bunch of things come true from Back to the Future?
No, I don't think so.
I feel like
it definitely didn't.
What didn't?
Still waiting for my hoverboard.
They exist. They just don't exist in the same way. Hoverboard. There's hoverboard. You can get hoverboards.
It's not the same. They're not in the same way. I think they've been deemed. I think they've been deemed illegal anyway in some countries. They're just dangerous.
Okay. Back to the Future 2 accurately predicted several technologies that are now commonplace, including video calls. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Biometric identification, fingerprint scanners on phones.
Yeah.
Drones for news delivery.
Yeah.
Voice activated home devices.
Yeah.
Multi-channel TV viewing, smartwatches, mobile digital payment, and even what the hell does that mean? And even legacy sequels like Jumanji and Top Gun. Oh, did they mention that in those movies?
Yeah.
Alongside some,
they mentioned movies, other movies, yeah.
Alongside some near misses like self-lacing shoes and the Chicago Cubs winning the World Series, though it was a year late. How crazy is that? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, the Simpsons predicted a lot in the future as well.
Yes, that's even crazy. Yeah, the Simpsons ones are crazy.
Wait, everyone said that he's a time traveler. Matt Groening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, fax machines. Where are they gone? Do you remember fax machines, buddy?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I don't know if because I remember at work, like even like in the early 2000s, like you had fax, but no one would really use. Like it was an option, but it was like, why don't you just send it via email, dickhead?
No. Do you remember that place we used to work at? Right. Remember when you transferred stock, or when a customer bought something.
Oh, you had to give them a piece of paper.
Yeah, and you had to fax over the transfer form to the other store. So they went to pick it up from the other store. Remember that? And the receipt. Remember that?
We'd send it via email. We wouldn't fax it.
At first it was faxed.
Really?
Then we started using email, man.
Jesus. Well, what's funny is I actually don't. So when I first started working there,
that's right. Jaws 19 and Rocky 5000. That's right.
When I first started working there, we would have sold tube televisions, but I do not remember a tube television in the stores. But we would have definitely sold them at the time.
I do.
I don't, just because I didn't pay. I didn't work in that department, so I didn't care. Like what was there.
I do. I started work at the first store, at the first store, like the first outlet.
What was the
you
first?
Remember where it was?
No, I remember Heidelberg was in the top 5. One of the
Kilo was the first store. East Kilo. I started working there.
Is that true? Was the code 001 or 2 or?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, 001.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know a staff member whose staff number is 69. I think it is.
Oh, really?
Been there.
One of my bosses. My boss was his staff code was 003.
Jesus.
I can only imagine what it's gone up to now. Was yours 4? Yours would have been 4 digits.
Yeah, 5564.
Yeah, 7734. All right. So,
all right.
where are we?
We've got 10 minutes left.
We've got 10 minutes left. Pick it up, buddy. Pick it up.
Just one quick one. Is there like a modern, like, I mean, I don't know really today's actors anymore. I can't think of like a modern day female action hero actress. But I'm saying, like, you can't, like, for example, like you mentioned Jennifer Lawrence in Mockingbird or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like, that's just the one. Like, you wouldn't say that that's her role. Like, she often just plays, regular females. Yeah. Like, there's no.
She played Mystique in X-Men. She played Mystique in X-Men.
Is she really? Oh yeah, because I haven't watched all that garbage. I just can't think of anyone that was like kind of today's. Because, for example, right, like you think about Arnie's and the Stallones back in the day, right? The Rock kind of fulfilled that in modern times, I would say, as far as the male side. There's not many of them.
Vin Diesel.
But The Rock. Oh, she again, but she's in that one movie which
Jason Statham.
Yeah, I haven't really watched her movie because she's in a couple of those Netflix movies where she does play kind of like a heroine.
Plays a girl boss.
Yeah, Mila Jovovich is a little bit older. I wouldn't count her in like modern. I'm talking like modern actors. Like I just can't think of any that are like, that's like kind of they're like, like you said before, like Angelina played so many of those roles. There were so many actors back in the day, like Mila Jovovich and stuff, that kind of Charlize Theron, who kind of really did well in portraying that strong female character. I don't know. And again, I don't know today's actresses enough, but I just thought of it like, who is today's version of that?
Emily Blunt was Emily Blunt in the
Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah, but again, that's just one movie. Did she?
Yeah.
She done any more? That was a great film, by the way. Until it end, the end was shit, but it was a great movie.
Yeah, Tomorrow something.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge of Tomorrow. That was crazy. It was a good.
Yeah.
It was good.
I didn't like how it ended, but it was a great film. Besides that,
I liked it. Yeah, I mean, hey, off the top of my head, you can't really. What's her name? Plays Gamora.
Yeah, I don't know the actress's name.
Plays Gamora. She plays Neriti in Avatar. She plays.
Charlize is a bit older too. Like man, I had posters of Charlize around when I was like in high school. So she's getting.
She plays Ahura in J.J. Abrams. Yeah, Saldana. Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
Is that Nina?
That was my wife. Nina yelling out, "Thanks, honey." Yeah, so she's played strong female characters, man. 3 of them, and they're good franchises, man. She's been very, very, very. She's really done well, to get those roles. Good on her.
Scarlett's done a few, right?
Not really. Oh, she did. What was that one where she takes that pills? The drugs
with the brain power, with the brain.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know that film
with Morgan Freeman.
It's like a name. It's like the character's name, I think, is the name of the movie.
Yeah. Is it Zoe? No.
Come on, first person to get it, and then we'll wrap it up. I've got a great idea.
Lucy, that's it. Lucy, that's it.
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
Yeah, and the Black Widow movie, and so yeah.
I got a great idea, right? They'll be challenging for the next episode, right?
Okay.
Okay. What happens if we did an episode where we tried our best to discuss good movies that came out from 2020 onwards?
Oh, that's hard. I'll find one out there.
Researching now.
Yeah. From 2020, that's hard. You got to give me a bit more.
That's in the last 5 years.
Only 5 years, man.
In the last 5 years, that's okay. How about we do the last 10 years?
10 years would be better.
2015 to now.
And remember, that's just it's. Remember, the movie industry has not been good. There hasn't been a lot of original stuff. A lot of it's been sequels, and so you got to give me more of a stretch. 10 years.
That's the challenging part about it, because
2015, 2016 onwards.
Because look, I definitely went through back when I was like, back when I worked at Blockbuster and shit like that, right? I was massive into movies. Like movies was like I wanted to be a filmmaker when I was younger, right? And then I definitely got to a point where I just stopped watching movies, right? But nowadays, it's very, very rare where a movie comes out where I'm like, I have to watch that. Like I'm going to dedicate my time to go out of my way to watch that. But very rarely do those films ever leave me fulfilled at the end. Very rare do I see.
Very rare. I agree.
Sometimes I leave the cinema thinking, yeah, that was pretty good. But then when I think about it, I'm like, you know what? The worst is if I like something and then I talk to Mark and he'll tell me everything that was.
You know what a great movie is? And it sounds like it's cheesy as fuck, but you got to watch The Meg with Jason Statham.
Oh, about the shark.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good film. Really, really good story. Really good, believable story. They use science as a backdrop. They use it's got a lot of action. It's got a lot of tense moments. It's got a good characterization. It's really good, but it's basically an action film. It's really
Jordan,
good.
You'll have to don't go back to just skip the first hour, Jordan, if you missed it. But we got Mark's thoughts on Predator Badlands finally. So, here's Substance was Substance.
Yeah, see, The Meg is good, and then there's the sequel, right? The Meg 2. They're really good films. They sound bad and it sounds cheesy and tacky and that, but don't. It's a really, really good film. It's really good. I've watched it many times, man, because it's one of those films. You know how we were talking about before. What are the films these days where you watch over and over again because they're really good? That's one of them. I've seen that about 4 times now. So, and I've introduced it to other people saying, "Oh, you want to watch this film? It's called The Meg." You know, they go, "Oh, it sounds a bit tacky." I go, "Man, believe me." And they always walk away saying, "Man, that was a great film." It's a really good film.
Substance might be my favorite film in the last 5 years for sure. But that's the thing, huh?
Which movie?
Substance. That was.
Oh yeah, Substance is a great film as well. Yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yeah, body horror.
So that was like there's a certain element of that film that is my type of film. Not the horror part of it. The horror part of it was like comedy kind of, but the way it was directed, the visuals in it, it was like totally arty, right? And I wanted to see that. When I first saw the trailer, I was like, what is that movie? Because that movie looks like the type of movie I'd like. And then I saw it and it just blew my mind because the way it was directed, visually stunning, and then you get this what the fuck am I watching kind of element to it as well. Sinners, I don't know. Look, I watched Sinners on the plane on the way to Japan, on the way home from Japan. So maybe that killed a bit of the experience because I'm watching it on headphones, trying to hear it over the plane, and it's on the screen as people. I didn't really think much of Sinners. Weapons I haven't seen.
Weapons is good.
But Sinners, everyone like praised it, and I don't know, it was whatever.
Everyone's reckon that was the Blade film.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be a Blade film.
No, it was basically it's not. It was basically From Dusk Till Dawn, but not as good.
Yeah,
you agree with that? Did you watch it?
Yeah, it was all right. It wasn't my thing. I didn't like it to the point I'd watch it again.
Oh, I would never watch it again. Because again, once there's the surprise element, but the difference, to me, it was From Dusk Till Dawn, but the dialogue wasn't as good. Like From Dusk Till Dawn, you can watch over and over because of the dialogue.
Yeah, I think I'm judging. If we're gonna rate movies, you and I think we should come up with a rating system, and the rating system should be 1 rewatch or 2 rewatches instead of 1 star or 2 stars, because that's how I'm rating movies these days.
That's good. I like that.
How many times do you think you'd rewatch it? I'd give it a 5 rewatch.
I don't know, man. I didn't think much of Sinners at all.
So and again, it was.
I didn't have the greatest viewing experience because I was on a plane, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people think it's so damn good.
It is legendary, and that is
No, but like Dusk Till Dawn,
I've seen that. I've seen that many times.
So I didn't like From Dusk Till Dawn. Maybe we should do a Tarantino episode. I didn't like Dusk Till Dawn the first time I saw it. You know why? Because when I saw the trailer, I thought I was going to, and I was very young. I'm much younger than you are. I thought I was going to see a vampire movie, right? And then there's no vampires until the end. But remember, I was very young and I was really into vampires, so I just wanted to see vampires. And then when I rewatched it, I appreciated everything else about it. The dialogue's fantastic. The characters are fantastic. That movie kicks ass, man. Like, I absolutely love it because, and I used to just rewatch it over and over because of the dialogue. Like, the dialogue is so damn good in that film, and that's what I haven't seen the last 3 Tarantino films.
Hey Richie,
sorry.
Hey Richie, will you eat my pussy for me?
Yeah, that shit.
I love it. It's such a great film, isn't it?
There's great lines in it, and that's why. I didn't watch anything from Tarantino after Inglourious Basterds, and I know everyone loves Inglourious Basterds, but I didn't like it because, to me, the dialogue just didn't appeal like his earlier films.
It was his first studio film, like major studio film.
Yeah, I don't know.
Inglourious Basterds. All the other films are all independent.
I'm not a big war guy, and just the dialogue in it was just not as interesting as. Yeah, like Reservoir Dogs, the dialogue's fantastic. Kill Bill, the dialogue. Because I didn't like Kill Bill the first time I watched it. Because again, I thought I was going into some badass samurai film, and then you get this artsy fartsy Tarantino film. But then when I rewatched it, knowing what it was, I fell in love with the dialogue. Like, man, like
should we leave this for another? Should we leave this for another night?
We'll cut it short, guys. We'll do a Tarantino episode in the future. We'll talk about next one. We'll do the movies from 2015 onwards. But they have to be ones that you liked. No hating in this next one, right?
All right. I'm not a hater. I just see how it is, man.
And if you guys have watched from the beginning and you see the title of this episode suddenly change, you'll know why. All right. Thank you to everyone who joined us. Thank you to everyone who was here from the beginning. Thank you for everyone who jumped in the middle. Thank you for people who showed up at the end. Mark, anything? You're going to be at Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair coming up?
Yes, I am. I'm going to be at Yarraville Comic and Toy Fair on the 25th of January, the Australia Day Eve. So, yes, I'll be there. Absolutely, me and Eli. So, yeah, come down and say hello if you can. Say hi, Mark.
That's it, in person. Underwater was a great film, by the way, Jordan. I did enjoy that.
Really? I might check that out.
Wait, was Kristen Stewart? Is that the one about the? Oh man, I'm thinking of something else. Is that the love story where the girl falls in love with the weird merman? Is that Underwater?
Yes.
Is that
that's the wrong one? No, that's the wrong one.
That was Something Water, right?
Yes.
Okay, I actually enjoyed that. I enjoyed that film.
See you Saturday, Jordan. Yeah.
All right.
See you Saturday.
Yeah, come down early, Jordan, because I'm only going to be there at the start. All right. Thank you. And remember, follow our podcast. Follow us on Spotify. The link's in the description.
Australia.
Oh,
Australia.
Say bye, Mark.
Bye, Mark. Bye, Mark. Bye.
Peace.